Hello.
Hello, hello. So today we are gonna study 수능특강 영어, right?
Fantastic.
And also we are gonna use this wonderful PPT made by Gae Mi Saem. And Gae Mi Saem, thank you for giving us the opportunity or permission to use this wonderful PPT in our video.
That's right. You got direct permission from him.
Yeah,
So we're going to start with exercise 1.
that's right. Exercise 1.
Very good.
So, first of all, we are going to take a look at the text, right? With the vocabulary on new words.
Wow.
So, can you
Fantastic.
read the text, please?
Sure.
All right, then. Here we go.
Can't leave the office or home to volunteer? No problem. Like almost everything these days, there is also a way to volunteer and help others out from the comfort of your living room couch or office chair. Many organizations need help with administrative tasks that can be completed digitally. If you are a computer whiz and are working at a job where you are supposed to look busy even when you are not, virtual volunteering might be the way to offer your expertise or mentor someone while still taking care of work at your desk. Our website lists countless virtual volunteering opportunities. Go there to find one that suits your interests. With just a computer or phone, you can lend your talents to anything from advocacy and human rights to education and literacy, even to organizations that are not necessarily close to home. Tasks can range from making phone calls to helping get out the vote to designing a nonprofit's website. Stop by our website and start virtual volunteering today.
Wonderful. All right. So, what is the text about?
Well, that's right. The question for this text is, what is the purpose of this text, right?
That's right.
And so it's about volunteering.
Volunteering, right? Volunteering in person?
No, it's about doing it digitally.
Digitally, right?
So
And also
online.
That's right. But they didn't use online, right? They used the word virtual.
Yeah, virtual to imitate reality.
So virtual volunteering is like a volunteering online, right? So how can you volunteer online according to the text?
So there's lots of different ways. And it says not just online, but also by phone. But it says you can do it for things like helping people to read or with their problems or also mentoring, which is help them learn something.
So it's kind of a lending your talent, right?
That's right.
All right, then. First of all, let's check the answers, okay? So if you click, analyzing its sentences, right? And also, ta-da, you can find the answer. And then last one, ta-da. So you can study on your own, right? Each sentence.
Very impressive PPT.
Wow, hey? Wow. So online volunteering, virtual volunteering, same thing, right?
That's right.
All right, then let's find it out. Why the other options are not the answer.
Very good. So the correct answer is number 2.
That means encouraging virtual volunteering.
But answer number 1, what is the translation?
Number
there?
1 is to encourage volunteering, you can join as a group at work.
Okay. So it does have the word volunteering, but I don't remember the text talking about groups.
Yeah.
So that's a main hint that that's not the answer.
That's right. So that's why number 1 is the wrong answer, right? Volunteering as a group, right?
Right. So even though it talks about volunteering, remember, you're trying to pick the best answer, and number 1 has a focus on group volunteering, and the text doesn't even have the word group.
And number 3 is to inform you of things that you have to be aware of when lending your talent. So how come number 3 is not the answer? They do talk about lending your talents, right?
That's right. We mentioned different ways they can lend talents.
That's right.
to be aware of or careful of when you do this. I don't think it does that.
Yeah, they didn't give us any advice about that, right?
Yeah, because remember, they're trying to encourage us to do it and not make us feel that we don't want to.
You should not do that. You should not do that. They didn't talk about that, right?
Right.
All right. So number 4 is to recruit volunteers who are good at computer programming. They do talk about computer programming, computer whiz, right?
Right. But not only computer whizzes.
Yeah.
Right? So they're trying to recruit volunteers, correct? But with all different types of abilities, not only computer abilities. Because remember, one way was by phone. You don't need to be a computer whiz to use a phone.
That's right.
And mentoring can be for many different abilities. So number 4 is a good answer, but it's not the best answer because it is more than just people who are computer whizzes.
Yeah, and also you can find any volunteering that suits your interest, right?
Oh, that's right. We have that good for you. Yeah, that's a very good hint.
So you can mentor someone, you can from A to B, all different kind of, volunteering, right?
Yeah.
So there are examples too, All right, the last one is to give advice about difficulties that you face while volunteering.
Oh.
Do they talk about difficulties that you will face?
Not at all. Remember, they're trying to encourage people to volunteer. And if you talk about difficulties, or in the other possible answer, it said be aware of things, right? Be careful.
Yeah.
That might make people hesitate. They want to recruit people, not push them away.
That's right. So the answer is, one more time, what is the purpose of the text?
It's to encourage people to virtually volunteer.
Exactly.
Number
that's
2.
Right.
And that's why the other answers are not the perfect choice.
Okay.
Very
so
good.
that's all for exercise number 1, right? Okay, now time for exercise 2, right?
Number 2.
So first of all, with the vocabulary on, can you read the text?
Absolutely. Let's
Okay.
see. At Metro Bank, we try to provide banking facilities of highest quality in order to accurately meet our customers' needs. To do this, it is essential that we listen to what our customers have to say. We would like you to help us by giving us your opinion of Metro Bank's services. We are asking an independent market research company, MIC Limited, to interview a number of customers over the next few weeks. MIC Limited is a reliable company, and your individual responses will be kept completely confidential. They will be conducting the interviews by telephone, so an interviewer may telephone you at some point over the next few weeks. Because MIC Limited will choose who to interview, you might not be contacted at all. If you are, we would value your contribution and hope you will be able to help us if asked. Very good.
That's right. So who is writing this letter?
So the bank is writing this
To whom?
to its customers.
Why?
So the purpose of this letter or email, it may be, is to inform customers that a company they've hired might contact them.
So the bank wants to meet customers' needs, right?
That's right.
So to meet customers' needs, what do they need to do?
The bank would like the customer to provide their opinions about the bank to this other company.
I see.
So the bank is saying, hello, customers, get ready. You might be contacted by MIC Limited.
So MIC Limited is what kind of company? Market research company, right?
That's right. So their job is to get the opinions of the market, the customers, and then tell the bank how the customers feel.
So the company is asking customers to participate in survey, right?
Yes.
The survey is about their opinions of
The
bank
bank.
services.
That's
right.
right. Oh,
Whether the services is good or bad, right?
yeah. So that's a bank that seems to care about its customers and about making improvements in its services.
So we can find the answers. Can you click? So here's the structure and
The
answer
answers.
and translation.
Wonderful.
Wow. Okay, so let's find it out why each option is not the answer. The rest one, right? Number 1, 3, 4, 5. They are
So,
wrong options.
That's right. So it says, again, number 2 is the answer. And what is number 2?
Number 1, you mean?
What is the answer?
Number 1, to ask customers what?
Number 2. Yeah.
To ask customers to participate in survey. The survey is about their opinions of the bank's services.
Yes, and that is the answer. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so number 1 is asking to be introduced to a market research company.
Okay, so the bank is asking the customers to do something, but it already has a market research company.
They
So-
already hired a market
Yeah.
research company, right?
So
Which
they
is
don't need an
MIC
introduction,
Limited. That's
yeah.
right. And what about number 3? Number 3 is to explain why they are excluded from the survey.
Now, it is possible they're excluded from the survey. It does say that.
Yes,
So
the company may not contact them, right?
That's right. Right here, might not be contacted at all. But it doesn't say why.
Yeah.
So it doesn't explain why. So that's not the answer.
Okay. Number 4 is to promote the bank's effort to protect customers' personal information. They didn't talk about customers' personal information at all, huh?
Not specifically, no. They did say that it is a reliable company, but it didn't.
see.
It didn't talk about personal information. So that focus is not there.
I see. And number 5 is to inform customers of changes based on the result of the survey. They didn't finish the, conducting survey, right? Not yet.
So
So they
they
don't have the result yet.
they don't know what changes they're going to make yet.
No.
That's in the future, right? So that is why number 2 is the best answer for this question.
The summarize one more time. The purpose of the text. Can you?
The purpose of the text is to inform customers that they will be contacted to give their opinions about bank services.
Excellent. Okay, then that's all for exercise 2, right?
Okay, number 3.
Okay, time for number 3. So first of all, can you click the vocabulary part?
Yes, here's our definitions for the new vocabulary words.
Can you read?
I shall read.
All right, then here we go.
Okay. Dear friend, at Christmas time, our auditorium is transformed into a dinner club with festive lights, entertainment, a full-course turkey dinner, and, of course, Santa Claus. Our patients and their loved ones have the chance to be together to enjoy themselves in a pleasant atmosphere at this time of year when families should be together. This is Café Noël, one of the many special holiday events we at Calvary host for our patients and their families. Calvary Hospital plans Café Noël at Christmas time every year. But to continue this unique program, we need your help. Your holiday gift of $15, $20, $25, or whatever you can afford at this time will help us make the holidays a very special time for our patients and their loved ones. Please send your holiday gift today. Sincerely, Patricia A. Cahill, Executive Director.
I think it's a kind of a letter, huh?
It is,
So
yes.
who wrote this letter then?
So it is from the Executive Director of a hospital, of Calvary Hospital.
So why did he write this letter then?
Patricia's a female name, so it's a she.
Patricia, female.
That's
huh?
okay. And
So why did she write this letter then?
she wrote the letter to try and get money to help them put on an event.
What kind of event is that?
So it's a Christmas event called Café Noël. Noël means Christmas in French.
So it's kind of dinner party, huh?
And it's a dinner party. It is, yeah. So they have a big turkey dinner, which is traditional food, and Santa Claus and lights and music.
Who do they invite then?
It's for the patients and the patients' families.
So to host that event, they need money, right?
They need donations,
So they're asking people to donate some money, huh?
That's right.
All right then. So what is the answer? Can you click?
And here we have our answers. Ooh!
My.
What a wonderful PPT.
Yeah. So the answer is to request donations, right? For hospital events, right?
And that's number 3. Is that what it says?
That's right.
Oh, very good.
So number 1, we cannot see the other options. Number 1 is to recruit volunteers for the hospital. Do they talk about volunteering?
They do not talk about volunteering. They only want donations.
Yes. All right then. Number 2, to find out how much it will cost for year-end event.
We don't know how much it costs.
Yeah, they talk about money, but that's for the, donation, right?
That's the donation amounts that they're hoping for, right?
Yes.
But they don't tell us how much it costs.
Yeah, we don't know how much it's going to cost, right? And number 4 is to get ideas for Christmas event. They already have ideas, right?
Well, they've got the full idea, and it's a every year event, so it doesn't change that much. The idea is always the same.
So they are not asking for ideas. And number 5 is to invite family members to a year-end event. I think they're already invited.
They're already invited. The event is for the family members and the
Yes.
patients. That's not the purpose or focus of this letter. It's to get donations.
That's right. So the answer is number 3. So can you tell us again? What is the purpose?
The purpose of this letter is to get donations in order to put on a Christmas event for patients and families.
Okay then. That's all for exercise 3. Okay.
Number 4.
Time for number 4. So first of all, can you click the vocabulary part?
Sure. Ta-da!
Okay, so can you read the text, please?
Yes, I'd be happy to.
Okay, then here we go.
Dear Mayor Johnson, I have always appreciated the open line of communication you keep with your residents and your willingness to take action on their concerns. I have noticed something else that could improve our city. Although the zoo has been expanded and the Children's Museum recently opened up, our city doesn't have a splash park for children. A splash park would provide kids with a convenient place to get exercise and stay cool in hot summer. And it would be free, benefiting all the families with children. Normally, splash parks are installed in a regular park. I think that the park near the post office would work since it has a lot of room. Your consideration of this proposition would be much appreciated. Thank you for reading my letter. I look forward to your reply. Sincerely, Stellar Baker.
So another letter, huh?
That's right.
So who wrote this letter?
A resident, a citizen of the city.
To whom?
To the mayor.
To mayor, huh?
To the boss.
Oh, so why did he write the letter?
This seems like it's not the first time they've written a letter, but this time they've written the letter because they want the mayor to consider, to think about making a splash park in the city.
Splash park. What is a splash park?
It's a water park.
Water park, huh? For children then?
Yeah, for kids. So I imagine it would have water slides and some swimming pools and water games, maybe things like that.
So children can have fun in summertime, eh?
Yes, and it says that it would be free, right?
Ooh.
So all children can participate.
I see. So let's check the answers first of all.
Sure, let's see what we have.
So number 3 is the answer to propose the installment of a splash park in the city, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then number 1. Why number 1 is not the answer? To invite people to the opening of the zoo.
So I do remember zoo is mentioned in the letter. So let's find. It says, although the zoo has been expanded.
Yeah, recently it has been expanded, right? But
And that
they're
means
not
made
inviting
bigger.
people.
Yeah. So yeah, the purpose of this letter is not to invite people to the zoo. It only mentions that the zoo got bigger.
Yeah, that's it. Huh? And number 2 is to emphasize the safety checks for rides in the amusement park.
Now, did it mention an amusement park? No, it has park, but not amusement park. So that is a different topic.
Yes. Safety checks are important, but they didn't even mention about the safety checks either. Huh?
That there's no safety checks, there's no rides, there's no amusement park. To be fair, a splash park is a type of amusement park, but it's not made yet. It's a proposed idea.
Yeah. So I didn't see any words of safety. Huh?
No.
And number 4, to request renovation of the splash park. Renovation? They don't even have the splash park.
That's right. We have an expression, the cart before the horse, right? The horse has to come first, so you have
That's
to
right.
make the splash park.
And then maybe several years later, they need a renovation.
And and renovation is to repair something or make it better through construction.
Okay, so people, they don't get hurt, eh?
Yes, exactly.
All right, the last one is to explain why they need to relocate the children's museum. They did talk about children's museum.
They
right?
did. They did. What did they say about the Children's Museum?
They opened?
Yes, it says here, good. The Children's Museum recently opened up.
Yeah, they opened up, right? Now relocating.
Yeah, so maybe it was relocated, but it doesn't talk about that. It only talks about it opening.
So the answer is, one more time?
The answer is, it is a proposition, an idea to create a splash park in the city.
So that's why number 3 is the answer, right?
That's right.
All right, then. That's all for Chapter 1.
Chapter 1 is over.
Oh my, huh?
Wow.
Okay, then see you in Chapter 2.
2. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.